The light you can see here is my laptop. I've just got it on for a bit. This is a part 1, and if you remember my Dragon Age Inquisition, I do very poorly on parts. Welcome to my stream. Hang on, this one kind of sit centre-wise. The cook's behind me today, so I've got my big memory foam pillow. I've got like a small bit of coke left from today. Message needs changing. Let me do that. Pardon me, I couldn't be bothered to put a image up. I'm really thirsty today. Fizzy drinks don't help, but so Mass Effect Andromeda. No, a lot of people don't like it. I'm about to click on New Game Plus. I'm not sure how to take this game. This game's good, but I've got bored of it. I don't know if I'll keep doing this as a series, but let's hope so. And let's see where we go from here. Yeah, I was looking for an upgrade to the halberd. The halberd's the rifle I use, but I can only seem to find one. What? I clicked on New Game Plus. The reason I don't have multiple save files is because it's hard to keep track. Sorry, same problem with my jeans. I should stream in like... If, for whatever reason, I'm set back to level 0, and I don't get at least some of my gear, I'll probably go back and we'll just watch some standard gameplay of this. If needs be, I'll restart stream. This is 3 minutes long, so you guys can. I'll probably like edit the title on YouTube and just be like, do not watch this, or test, or failed, something like that. And now they'll rename the stream random gameplay. I am tempted to expose you guys to Digimon Cyber Sleuth, which I have, and I know there's a sequel coming out soon. I kind of hope there's the ability to kind of bring over Digimon from the old save file. You probably can't.
Every great moment in our history began with a dream. Each bold leap forward was achieved by those willing to do anything to attain it. We are, all of us, leaving behind families, homes, the very birthplace of our species. Some for discovery, to see the unknown. Others for a new start. But today, whatever our reasons, we take the first steps toward a new future for humanity. Today, we begin to make our dream reality.
Okay, so the intro is quite long, and when I'm going through this gameplay, I will actually tell you why there's only 2 sentient species in the star system we bop into. The intro's quite long, in all honesty. Really long. I don't know how long I'm gonna have these episodes. These episodes might turn into like 3 hours long. That's what I used to do as a kid. I used to like. This probably won't be longer than 2 hours, but there was times as a kid I'd sit for like hours on end. Yeah, I love the arcs and how they look. They do amaze me. So yeah, human arc is Arc Hyperion. BioWare, ditch EA as your publisher and continue the story. I really actually want to know what happens to the mum. Spoilers, but not really, this game is quite old. I should have edited the appearance.
You're gonna want to
slightly different eyes.
Taking it easy for 600 years.
Ryder, recon specialist, Pathfinder mission team.
Pathfinder team, eh? The ones finding us a home.
Can you make it somewhere tropical? Nice, warm ocean, summer year-round?
How about we get her a cup of coffee first?
The selection process saw the Andromeda Initiative evaluate thousands of potential habitable planets within the galaxy.
I'm super bored, so I'm just playing like a clicker game.
Ryder, let's get you checked out. Look here.
After discovering an unusually high ratio of potential candidates, or golden worlds, the Helios cluster was selected as our destination.
And just undoing my jeans.
Part of the first wave of arcs arriving in Andromeda, our new home for humanity.
Sorry.
Makes it sound so easy, doesn't it?
So that's casual, that's professional. I very much went for the emotional casual. I'm a very community driven gameplay. If someone sees it, just bring it up in here.
I hope not. Signed up for a little adventure before we settle down.
Well, buckle up. Sounds like you'll get your wish.
Yeah?
So yeah.
Over here now, the Pathfinder wants you all on your feet right away.
Again,
He
don't
said
worry if I do
mission ready within
this.
the hour.
Any idea
It's just
why?
me
No, but I'm guessing
clicking my
that's
neck.
where your adventure comes in.
It basically gets stiff, so doing
Okay,
that
everything
helps.
checks out. Just one more thing before I send you on your way. Let's test your SAM implant. Sam, are you monitoring? Sam, are you online?
Yes, Dr. Taparo. Good morning, Ryder. Are you feeling well?
I just need a second to get my bearings. What's this about my implant?
A routine check. After being in stasis, we want to make sure the connection's still live.
As the team's mission computer, your well-being is my primary concern.
Assuming the implants work as advertised, Sam sees what you see, in theory. We won't know for sure until we get you in the field. How are you feeling otherwise?
I'm excited. I'm still falling.
I feel like a 600-year-old popsicle. I hope we packed more coffee.
Readings confirmed. Based on the levels of adenosine in your system, the neural implant is functioning properly.
Wait, adeno what?
It just means you're still shaking off your nap. No reason why we can't get you on your way. Though you may want to hang around while we revive your brother. It always helps to see a familiar face.
I don't like the sound of that.
And that's the reason there's only one well, 2 sentient species. One isn't / is native.
What's happening?
He broke free!
Just hang on.
Engineering, report.
Try to brace yourself.
Cryobays offline.
Careful
I'm
with the
almost
syringe.
inside. Hold on.
In reality, you could move International Space Center, you know, like when you swim.
This is Cora. I'm at the cryo bay. Brace for a reset. Everyone okay? I think so.
What happened?
We're not sure. Sensors are scrambled. But it's good to see you're up. Feels like centuries since we spoke.
This is the Pathfinder. Mission teams continue preparations. Cora, Riders, report to the bridge.
You heard him. Let's get...
We have a problem over here. It's Scott Ryder.
So Scott is your brother. You're always called Ryder, like how Shepard was called Shepard all the time. You have a first name, but you never see it. That's actually a big thought I had with Mass Effect 3's ending. Well, one of them is actually just that. Yeah, so I've got all my bits and pieces. Don't like how I look, but shouldn't be too much of a fault. Okay, so if you're wondering why I picked Explorer, is I have a biotic power, and if you look here, I've got throw. Shouldn't be on there. Hold on. I use Singularity because it pops them out of cover. Backtrash is another good Annihilation. I've heard Annihilation's good. I don't like it because it's like an AOE kind of. Yeah, if you look, it's AOE posters. Lance, I think I did used to use Lance. I sacrificed Lance for Singularity. Backlash is like a portable shield, so. And then this is like damage aftermath. So Backlash is defensive. I don't see the point of damage aftermath. I mean, I could probably see if someone's like a pure assault rifle, that would definitely, well, F someone up. As you can see, it used to be sniper rifles and pistols. I've got into assault rifles because of the halberd. Again, I'm not sure what to do. This is the same t-shirt I wore 4 days ago. I washed it, and I've like not been wearing this for like 4 days. It's being washed and everything. Kind of ironic. Assault rifles I need to get. Yeah, so this one would probably be better if you use things like the halberd, like a single shot or burst. So there's Overload, which is like tasing them and incinerate. I believe sorry about rudeness today. I'm a primer. I prefer to set stuff up. A lot of the time it's because people have stuff like flak cannon, which is it acts more like a detonator, etc., etc. So at the moment though, I'm gonna pick that because
What's wrong?
easy.
I don't know. Have to check it out.
Give it a second.
Ryder,
Is my brother okay?
Scott's fine. His vitals are strong, but the revival procedure was interrupted.
I don't like the sound of that.
Don't worry. It just means the process could take a bit longer than usual. Sam?
My connection to Scott's implant was suspended. However, his pulse, respiration, and brain activity are all normal.
To be on the safe side, we'll need to keep him in a low-level coma for a while. Then let his body regain consciousness naturally. He'll be fine.
Glad to hear it.
Thanks, Lexi. Keep us updated.
If you ever wondered what that actually
I'll wait for
meant,
you at the door. Whenever you're ready to go.
if you've ever played this before, they're putting him in a medically induced coma and then gonna, not severe like a light one, and then they're gonna let him wake up naturally.
You ready?
This is probably just to make, whoa.
Hey, up here! Whatever hit the arc fried everything. We have to balance the power load or it could explode. But we don't know where the fault is.
Ryder could find it. She has a scanner. Quick, Ryder, use it to locate the fault.
On it.
I'll try to get readings on the second conduit.
Hayward, get on this one. I'll
This
override the
equipment
safety.
is operating normally.
Got it.
Relay 2C shows damage from a temperature spike.
Found it. Bad relay.
Ryder, can you go reset it?
There. It's reset.
Do it. Rerouting the turret now. Grid's recovering. It's working. Readings are in the green.
Thank God. That could have been the end of everyone in the cryo bay.
So right there, you saved a couple of million people.
Good job, Ryder. Now we can get to the tram.
So yeah, the reason you have to put him in the middle of Kinji's comet is you are putting one obviously as cryo because you're not going to wake up. Forcefully waking him up could do all sorts of damage, both physically and mentally.
Begins.
Not sure your dad'll see it that way. Go ahead and take us to the bridge.
Move. See my stomach. I'm fat. I'm chubby.
Helm control, report. We're drifting. Flight controls aren't responding.
First priority is stopping these outages.
Mainline power's been knocked out. We're on reserves, Captain. They won't last.
What's our position?
Unknown. We lost telemetry.
Sam, we need eyes out there.
Attempting to adjust sensor array.
Alec, please. You may be Pathfinder, but this is my ship.
Captain, the protocol's clear. In the absence of communication with the Nexus or the other arcs, we proceed to our appointed Golden World. Solid ground.
If it's even out there. Nobody said anything about running into an energy cloud, and that's just a wild guess what we hit.
It's slightly different. Oh, sorry about hitting Mike.
Alec, I need to assess the damage. Stop the bleeding. We've got 20,000 people asleep on this ship. Let's give them a chance to wake up.
Can you blame her?
She is the captain. I think she gets the final word.
Well, he might.
This isn't about having the final word.
Yes, sir.
We're coming through.
My God. Is that our Golden World?
That's Habitat 7. New Earth, if we're lucky. All of our long-range scans told us it was in the green zone. Perfect for human settlement.
It doesn't even look the same.
We don't know how bad it is yet. Still seems like it's our best shot.
Maybe. There's just a lot on the line.
Sam?
The energy from the phenomenon is damping our senses. Planetary conditions are unknown.
We're marooned. 20,000 souls adrift at sea. And when the power runs out, and stays out, we need to know if that's safe harbor.
And if it's not?
As Pathfinder, it'll be my job to find an alternative. It's what we trained for. But if this goes well, we are already home.
All right, just make it quick.
Harper, the rest of the team should be awake by now. Have them spin up 2 shuttles. Planetfall in 30.
Yes, sir.
Stubborn one, isn't he?
Stubborn runs in the family. Guess I rubbed off on him.
Just as long as he knows what he's doing. It's not like the cavalry's coming to save the day. I need an ETA on our sensor repairs. We're blind out here.
So that's the Scourge, and to my knowledge, it's actually a combination of physical mass and physical mass cloud and energy cloud. It's a phenomenon, not a normal occurrence. And the Nexus is basically a redesign of the Citadel.
My brother's going to hate that he missed this.
Are all the riders adrenaline junkies?
I guess it's in our blood. I was born a minute ahead of him. I never let him forget it.
Don't worry. I'm sure Scott will pull through.
Yeah, and when he does, he'll want to hear
That isn't normal armor color because it's New Game Plus. It saved color preferences. I was actually surprised I came out with white clothes.
And maybe stop at the good luck rock before we go.
The what?
It's an old superstition of your dad's.
You can rewatch some of these. I'm just grabbing them now to ensure. Again, you don't start off with this much energy either. So there's like no relevant data, except there is human. Yeah, so most of the time, if the character's not meant to be known, it's just human male or Asari. Asari female seems dumb. It should just be Asari. So.
Hey, Ryder.
It's Kirkland, right?
Yeah, I think we met just before the Hyperion left Earth. Not sure if you know Greer.
Hi there. Your dad say anything about what's going on?
Be afraid. Planet falling 30. Census scrambled. We're home.
Looks like we're already home.
That's a relief. With everything that's been happening, I wasn't sure. Guess I can unpack my luggage.
I get dibs on any islands we find.
See you guys on the ride down. Got it.
That should do it.
The Pathfinder is now requiring sidearms. I've opened the armaments locker.
We expecting trouble, Sam?
A precaution.
Ryder?
Hey, Fisher. How's it going?
I heard a rumor from the bridge that your dad and the captain aren't seeing eye to eye on this.
It's true. Don't believe rumors. It's true.
She wasn't thrilled with the idea of the expedition. My dad won her over.
I heard you weren't a big fan of it either.
It's her ship. Her call.
You got guts going against the old man. The way I see it, the Pathfinder team answers to the Pathfinder. Besides, your dad's the N7 here. He's got the best aim. I go wherever he goes.
Yeah, I'm just doing this. So,
We scanned Andromeda. Everything was in the clear. How could things change like that?
Better not. No bathroom breaks on this trip. Hang in there, Scott. Looks like Dad's already suited up.
so this just gives me the N7 Predator.
Better safe than sorry.
You never know. Now let's get to the shuttles.
The problem is if we go to should be yeah that's the inventory. So you say it comes up. This is the one.
Share of the Milky Way, and I've never come across anything like it.
Analysis indicates alkali feldspar and quartz, commonly known as granite.
Good luck, Rock, huh?
Your dad was mountain climbing back on Earth. It caught him from falling. Way things are going today, we'll need any luck we can get.
Yeah.
So that's that.
Dr. Carlyle, with everything going on, I think the Ark needs you more than we do.
Pathfinder wants a medic on hand, and if that is home down there, I'm happy to knock on the door.
You and me both. Say, so
It's what we
just
hope
playing
it
this
is
clicker
if we went
game.
for the history books. You got a quote ready? One small step.
I'm pretty sure your dad will handle that honor.
All right, team, button it up. We leave in 5.
Sir, we broke out the weapons as requested. Anything we should know about?
Seem prudent, given the situation. We'll be down a man with Scott out. I heard what happened. Your brother's strong. He'll make it.
You better. 600-year nap and he oversleeps.
You know him. Never was an early riser. Just don't let it get to you. I need you sharp.
Yes, sir.
Your mom would have been proud. Of both of you.
Super bored.
Okay, team, listen up.
I'm sorry, I should be more respectful, but I
chose
played through
each
it
of you
already,
for the
so.
Pathfinder team, not just because you're talented and passionate, but because you're dreamers, like me. We dream of exploring the unknown, finding the edge of the map, and then discovering what lies beyond. When people look back on this, and they will, they'll remember we didn't give up. That we kept dreaming. That our first few faltering steps in Andromeda were the beginning of everything they know. We only get one chance to be first. So, let's go make history.
Oh yeah, this is already empty, so. Yeah, if you're wondering, my armor does look like my dad. I didn't intend that.
Waiting 600 years for this.
I'm annoyed that I don't have an inventory. Because I'd like to know if I have all the crap I'm meant to have.
Archive area, this is Shuttle 1. Switching to manual guidance.
Shuttle 2, taking your lead.
Good luck, Pathfinder team.
Turning to Vector 135.
Copy that. We're on point.
So this is again is a like, it's just an interactive cutscene.
Whatever it is, stop the Hyperion in its tracks.
It appears to be an unstable mass of dark
Dark
energy.
energy. But it has to be physical to interact. Because it's physically stopped and damaged, so dark energy, you could say dark mass.
See if I can even it out. Stomach would appreciate that. We're clear. Accelerating to cruising
Cruise speed.
Ryder, we didn't have a chance to meet back in the Milky Way. Name's Liam Costa, security and response specialist.
Good to meet you, Liam.
Hard to believe we're finally doing this.
Sure beats reading the brochures.
Beginning arc acceleration. Planet's dead ahead. Hang on. Initiating atmospheric entry.
Here we go.
The flight guidance is scrambled. It'll pass. The controls are fighting me.
Adjust approach vector 3 degrees to start.
We're through.
Holy.
Shuttle 2, are you seeing this?
Copy that. Doesn't look like a golden world from here.
Ionization levels are rising.
Stay on course to the landing zone.
Oxygen levels are below minimum human requirements.
Is this the right planet? We had this all worked out.
Keep it tight, Shuttle 2.
The mountains are floating.
Okay, port side.
That has to be advanced engineering.
Hyperion, this is the Pathfinder. We've got evidence of an alien civilization.
Has anyone seen us?
What if they're not friendly?
We stick to contact protocol. No use of deadly force unless hostile intent is clear.
Lightning strike!
Acceleration increasing.
No kidding!
Your jump jet is malfunctioning.
Get it working!
Approaching terminal velocity.
Sam!
Oh, ba. Right, so I only have a pistol, and it's a really basic pistol compared to the one I've got, which is like a Hungarian.
This is Ryder. Come in.
I think Hungarian.
Hyperion. Sam. Anyone there?
Save your breath, Ryder. Sam's offline. Comlink's trashed. I'm surprised we aren't too.
Did we really do that? Or are we dead and don't know it?
Well, we found hell. I can tell you that much.
Yeah. No way this is home.
Looks like we're gonna find some high ground. See if anyone else is alive. Come on. Ryder, how's your survival training?
I've seen my share of troubles. Nothing crazy, but...
Well, crazy just found us. Those rocks out there are floating.
Terra Incognita. No fixing this. Must have broken on impact.
Explains why we lost our SAM connection.
Well, without Sam, it's hard to say exactly what this is. It's sort of a plant, and maybe dead, but maybe not.
There we go. So I've got the Predator X, which is Predator 10. But what I want is not the Carnifex, that's like it's the Usher. But that's 10, so that's 86. But yeah, look how much damage that does. So I can't equip. So yeah, I use the Halbert. The Halbert 1 does naff damage compared to stuff like the Falcon. That's a grenade launcher, by the way, so it's not like a... No, that's a minigun, which I love using. This is the only thing I don't like about the game is... what I don't like about it now is... You can't actually equip stuff midway. That's Initiative 1 helm, but I want to be using this one. There's the Deep Space and Ket Utility, which you can deconstruct.
You think that energy cloud we saw could cause all this?
Press L3. Okay.
Sam said it's dark energy, but that's in space.
What the hell is this?
Come on! We gotta get through it!
This is crazy!
Welcome to Habitat 7! Looks safer under there!
Is this for real?
I love the fact you can cross with this. I did try that in number 3, and I only could use the turret.
It's busted anyway.
I'd say it's working.
So yeah, this is like locate your allies. And this is like a...
There! I think I can see a path up. We'll use the jump jets if we have to.
Into the breach!
Think I'd rather...
How'd my dad find you?
I was a cop. In crisis response.
Yeah?
Tell you over a beer sometime. That's it. We're getting there.
So the main problem I'm probably gonna have
Think I see the top.
is remembering to talk to people. And you might be like, what do you mean? It's like, it will be difficult to redo stuff.
Thanks. What the hell is that?
Oh, sorry.
It's not a hotel, that's
I'll
for sure.
probably play this for now, in all honesty, and I'm gonna treat you to multiple streams.
Just not today.
Ryder, it's Fisher.
Wait, look.
Meet the cat. I'm not gonna bother not spoiling it for you, but the cat are assholes.
Holy shit! What was first contact protocol again?
No deadly force unless fired upon.
Yeah, said no one in the field ever. How do we handle it?
Expect the worst.
Just be ready if this goes south.
It usually does.
If you're wondering, humans actually haven't had.
Just say the word and I go hot.
They haven't spotted.
Shoot it! He sees us!
We can't understand you! Give us our man, or this gets ugly!
Go, son! What's the other guy doing? Shit, they're beating him! Shit, this just got real!
So yeah, the first species that the humans interact with are the Turians, the bad people, and that ended in a war. So as you could probably tell, humans don't think much on alien species, because they pretty much get dicked over by them.
Okay.
And the universe thinks, even though that Shepard is like one of the best, it's
Peace with the locals. Thanks for jumping in.
wasn't much choice.
We tried talking. I guess they didn't want to listen. What else could we do?
You saved my life.
Yeah, so war, humans kind of treated like trash in the intergalactic society. Normally not on a person-to-person scale, but more like politics to politics.
Blood samples, I'd say. Lots of them.
This isn't how first contact was supposed to go. At least not how I imagined it.
That's on them. Can't let it change us. Next time might go better.
Yeah, the whole neighborhood can't be bad.
Where are the others?
Gone. Kirkland and Greer went looking for help.
Come on.
Ah, my leg!
Can you move?
I think it's broken. You guys push ahead and look for the others.
You sure?
Yeah. Just find us a ride out of here. And take a few more of them out while you're at it.
So yeah, optional highlighted, so it's like scan the dead alien bodies, yada yada yada.
Whoa. Take a look at these bodies. What are these things?
Hold on, I'm just doing a thing. There we go. Take.
I hope the other team's okay.
Well, I don't have Sam here, but I can try to make sense of it. They're DNA based, and their armor reads as some kind of bone, but the genetics are all over the map.
Ah. I guess life took a different turn here, huh?
There is actually two types of DNA. We have stable, you can have like slightly unstable. DNA is actually what makes you age. Degradation to DNA is the thing that kills you from time. Squids have unstable genetics. You're more volatile to mutations, but you probably, I think, you'd end up living longer. But there's also a chance you could just instantly die from a genetic mishap, which
It's gear from one of our shuttles.
like I said, it'd be pretty much just insta death.
Is that Kurt?
They shot him!
I did just come in guns blazing, by the way, game. Ah, crap. Yeah, so cover's automatic in this game. I don't forget to actually use my powers. What you just see me use is actually a late game thing.
I count one left to go.
Just give me an effing pistol game. So Kirkland's dead. I could probably have saved him by not opening fire.
No vital signs, just shot him in cold blood.
He was trying to surrender. Why kill him?
Would we treat them any different if they showed up on Earth, armed to the teeth?
Maybe not.
Peace isn't going to be an option here.
Yes.
We'll come back for his body once we find the others.
So this is like.
Pope Greer's still alive somewhere.
This is press for weapon wheel. The unfortunate thing is I can't equip weapons because, like I said, I would really like to. So Mark Holocene. That's just super useful. So Lemire should, yeah, he does. The reason they don't, I don't know what else levels increase one. Like 50% certain. So yeah, there's a lot of REM
I've seen
tech.
Prothean artifacts in my. Okay, now this is weird. Even with these readings, I have no idea what it does.
Just imagine the mind that invented it.
If that's even possible. Evolution's separated from ours by 2 million light years.
Spooky when you put it that way.
See, I'm scanning now because early game scanning is super useful. Just for the sake of showing you. Oh, I can't even do it now. You could open the door, so. That's flares.
Flares going up over there.
Could be our people. I'll mark the nav point.
Shit. There, watch out! What is this thing?
So if you look, like I'm doing piddle damage.
Okay. It's dead.
Whatever it was.
How'd it cloak like that?
Yes, that's. It's a game. That's like it's a cheap way of getting an additional like 50 points.
Rest your head.
Okay, so if I just.
The other half of our shuttle.
What a mess. I can't believe we survived this.
We're not off planet yet.
Shit. Movement on our perimeter. It's an ambush.
Ah, hell! They got the jump on us!
Careful, they got one of those animals.
Watch for cloaking!
Watch for them. Bait forces.
Trying to surround us! Keep an eye on your 6 o'clock!
And our 2 o'clock. And our 8. Now who's dead, arsehole? There! We got them all! Oh, you're pretty good at this, Ryder.
I fought off a Batarian pirate or two in my day. I was with the team that dug up Prothean artifacts.
Well, this will be a field day for you. Maybe we should see if there's anything else useful here. Little structure up that hill.
This place is taking a beating from the storms.
Along with everything else on this planet. Well, let's hope no one's home.
Doesn't look like a home at all.
Yeah, so the ket themselves, the ket species / species,
No one's living here.
or S,
So what's it for?
Doesn't look like the other structures we've seen. Different design.
aren't native
Must
to
be a
this
way to
cluster.
rest the lights on. What's all this about?
So yeah, I'm just getting some cat tech. This is like a...
What are you doing, Ryder?
Oh shit!
That can't be good. Oh.
It's a generator.
Yeah, sure. Why wouldn't it be?
Maybe it did something. Same language as those aliens.
So yeah, this is just looking around, see what you can see. Yeah, Cobra RPG I very rarely use. I think I use it, I normally sell it more than often than not, as it sold for a pretty good price. So yeah, so
some kind of research lab?
Maybe. Then it got hit by a tornado. Weird. You hear that?
Looks like they were trying to tunnel in.
Don't think it's... Watch it!
What is it?
This? There.
So now killer robots too?
It gets back home would love it.
Whatever this is, it scans as being old. Centuries old. Some serious... Doesn't say much, other than it's not organic. His wounds look like they're from an energy blast. Might have tangled with our robot friend there.
yeah, so I'm gonna get to the ship and end the episode here.
There's some kind of technology on this planet. Older, underground. Something these aliens are interested in.
Like archaeologists?
Yeah. Weather's so crappy.
Heads up! They were waiting for us!
Oh, damn!
They got a lightning rod up and running! Are these things stalking us?
Starting to feel like it!
Yeah, that noise you just hear is distortion, because Singularity is just kind of... yeah, kind of dicks you over. Okay. I believe that's it there.
There! Last one's down.
Let's not wait around for more.
A path down on the right. You hear that?
Yeah, radio static. But like a pattern. That's...
What do you want? No, you go, Rickhead. You don't understand you. I'm from the Milky Way.
Help!
Hang on, Greer, we got you!
Keep your head down!
Box them in, Liam!
They're in a kill zone! They're not getting out of this!
We're clear.
Thank God. I was tapping my mic, hoping someone would notice.
You okay?
Yeah. Where are the others?
They killed Kirkland. The Fisher's alive back at the crash site.
He's got a broken leg. Needs help.
I'll check around for supplies. Then head back.
Stay put when you get there. We'll look for my dad's shuttle.
Good luck. Can't wait to get off this rock.
Okay, hold on a second, I just need to kill this guy. It takes a lot of experience to do it. Almost there. Sorry about this. There you go. Done. I was just like, done. So yeah, there's a question mark. Oh yeah, I forgot this is like a... I believe you can come back to Habitat 7.
Watch it.
So yeah, you gotta find a way to go there. I'm not 100% sure. Again, it's just doing this thing, so. So yeah, it's telling me to go over there, but I need to go this way. Yeah, there it is.
Anyone there? Cora, we read you. You're alive. Shuttle repairs are underway, but we're surrounded. They're not friendly. On our way. Nav point marked.
So yeah, there's 2 biotic and a combat specialist. Yes, so the rockets you're seeing on my guy. There you go. So yeah, we're getting 900.
Cavalry to the rescue. Nice to see you guys.
You too, Harry. How is everyone? Still in one piece. You got here just in time. Where's my dad? He went scouting ahead while we fixed the shuttle. Ryder, there's weapons and ammo at the shuttle. Stock up. These things tried talking.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
You at all?
No.
Barely a word. Then started shooting. What about you? Ah, hell! Enemy ship on the way! Get to cover! Go, go! Here they come!
That's another thing I don't like is they're there, but you can't actually kill them.
They got fools to try an airdrop.
Don't let up!
Ah! Lightning zapped their shuttle!
Harry, you guys okay?
Not dead yet!
It's when do rocks float? Just go with it!
Heads up! Another shuttle incoming!
In this weather? Guess we got their attention. Are those dogs? I wish. They've got some weird cloaking ability. You're shitting me!
Oh yeah, it's triangle.
Sound off!
I'm here!
Still alive!
Here!
Present!
I can't get a beat on those things!
There's too many of them! Just keep firing, we can do this!
Man, these guys know how to fight. Ah! Damn shrapnel! Damn, they won't let up.
So this is the Avengers 10 as well. Stuff in the hat. Yeah, it's everyone.
Liam, enough.
Right. It's just these assholes killed Kirkland.
I hear you, but this isn't the time to lose our cool.
now I feel better.
What about the others? Fisher's wounded, but sitting tight. Greer's with him, though our shuttle's in pieces.
Guys.
Keep it hit.
Take cover! Take cover! Hang on. Ugh.
See, this is the annoying thing is I'm a biotic as well.
It's not contagious. Before they attacked, I managed to fix our comms.
You're a lifesaver. Now just take it easy. Sam, are you there?
QEC link established. Affirmative, Ryder. The Pathfinder needs to speak with you.
Good to see you in one piece. What's our status?
Liam and I are with Cora. We have wounded crew. The good news is our shuttle's been repaired. We can get back to the Ark.
Not with these storms. It's too risky to fly.
This is like a damned risk. Our wounded need help.
Our wounded can't wait much longer. Do you have something in mind?
If the storm is the problem, then let's solve the problem.
We're talking about weather.
And I have an idea about that. Rendezvous with my coordinates will... Damn, they spotted me.
Sir? Sir! Can you two manage alone?
I can keep her stable. For a while.
Let's move.
So yeah, this is just...
Sam, do you have the Pathfinder's position?
Marking the nav point on your map.
Doesn't look far. Let's make this quick. We have to get there before the storm hits. No detours. What was my dad scouting for? He was trying to get readings on that tower.
Well, the nav point puts him near it.
Exercise caution. The storm front is already gaining intensity.
Nice to have you back, Sam. How about some good news next time? Sam's right. We don't have much time.
So you press L2. Yeah. While jumping, press hold L2 to hover for a while.
Look, the rod. They're drawing the lightning away.
If we hug that wall, they might keep us safe.
Dead bodies here! Lightning didn't do this! Incendiary rounds! My dad's been busy. He was an N7. They don't mess around. Somebody was pretty clever with these rods. Only way to survive here.
Two!
Close! The nav point shows my dad's up there.
It would be nice to be able to change armor and weapons at some point. But alas...
Stay low. Visitors, just like us. I don't think they're native to the planet.
They're not. We found an abandoned lab, like they've been studying the place.
Good work. You actually did some scouting.
We're explorers. That surprised you. So.
That's why we came all this way, isn't it? Exploring the unknown, you said?
Glad that sunk in, because some days it's easy to forget.
Tell me about it. Sir, you said you had an idea about the weather?
It's the dark energy cloud the Hyperion hit. It's affecting the whole planet. Interfering with that.
The tower is caught in a feedback loop with the cloud. Together they're disrupting the entire climate with undirected energy.
Which suggests if we can get in there and shut it down,
the lightning goes away.
And the shuttle can get us out of here, in theory. We just have to get past them.
It's a hell of a gamble, but we won't know until we get in there and try.
No illusions about this. It'll be a nasty fight the whole way.
If the riders are game, so am I. But we risk turning a skirmish with these guys into something worse.
It's them or us.
Oh, it's them. Problem is, we're outnumbered.
I've been working on that. We just need to change the math.
I wish the cat didn't have such a stone cold face. It would be a lot nicer.
Works for me.
So.
Sam, low combat profile.
Let's go! Right behind you.
Push ahead to the structure.
God, I didn't pick up any of the boots and corpses back over there. Okay.
Here they come! Now we've got their attention.
Watch the lightning!
Zap. If you're wondering what I'm doing push up, well.
We don't want to get bogged down out here.
Put south in a hurry!
Go, 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 go!
They're coming out of the woodwork.
Keep things tight, don't get separated!
Get moving! Sam, biotic amp interface mode.
Ooh.
I'm here!
Keep the momentum up. Don't let him get the drop on you.
Have to keep an eye on our flank.
Not if we keep moving forward. Don't let him catch us.
How's your dad doing all of this? He's like a machine.
No idea, but it's working!
Keep up. Ready? Let's get inside there. That's it. We're doing it. Not much farther.
Where are we going?
All the way to the top.
And then what?
We'll know when we get there.
Yes, this is.
Oh, that hurt.
I've always found this relatively easy. As rush combat is a tactic. It's pretty good on this game. Let's see, focus.
Give me engineer profile.
And with biotic, you can kind of just beam away.
We're almost there.
So you can kind of hear how this does affect it.
Sir, where are you getting these profiles?
Little help from Sam.
What does that mean?
Just focus on the fight. This looks like a control center. Keep off my back.
You heard him.
We made it. In one piece. Not over yet. I need to get through that door over there.
What now?
I need to decipher the language.
What I will do is go onto my skills. Yeah, you know, level up. Oh, look at this! You've leveled up, squad. Yeah, so Koi shot, yeah, max everything. Combat, I'd say most definitely one of the most aggressive. I have barrier, which I will now assign to here. Then I'll be like, well, why is barrier?
What's the plan here? They'll surround us in no time.
We need to defend both sides or they'll flank us!
Where do you want us?
Moving.
On the move!
Now hopefully the AI is smart. Actually, yeah. Oh, there's a particular area it wants to go.
Got it.
I wasn't actually aware.
Right. Watch it. Think I see movement.
Then fire at it.
We held them off at the shuttle. We can do it again. A lot of people still counting on us.
I'm just getting warmed up.
They mean business. Keep them off your dad.
Analyzing possible inputs. 25% decrypted.
Hurry, we don't have long.
Hold both sides. Can't let them slip through. Ryder, don't go too far.
Well?
50% decrypted. It's an unusually complicated syntax.
I can see that. Try a recursive search.
I will need a moment to evaluate the pattern.
We only have a moment. Do it.
What is this place anyway?
I don't know, but they sure want it back. Sir, any progress?
Decryption is 75% complete.
We've almost got it.
I think I really pissed that one off. Maybe
They're falling back.
could be regrouping for another push. Stay sharp.
Decryption complete.
That did it. It's a security override. I'll try to open the door from here. Ah, damn, it's jammed. I need to take a look at it. Ryder, I need your help over here.
Go, it's okay. We'll keep a lookout.
We need to get this door open.
On it.
We need to get this door open. Ryder, get over here. Put your back into it.
You really think we can shut this thing down?
I don't know yet. Sam's decoded part of the language. Now we'll see if I can have a conversation.
Be careful.
Nothing on this planet has listened so far. Just be careful.
Worried about your old man, huh? I won't tell anyone. Come on. These are the moments that make it all worthwhile.
So I think the first part of this is always like an hour and 30 minutes.
Sam, begin translating.
A moment. Indexing. Translation complete.
Let's see what we have.
Do 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 do.
I'll be damned. It's working. We did it.
There's hope at least.
It's all anyone back on the Ark is looking for. Hope it'll work out.
Well, not if we stand around looking at sunsets. Let's get back to the shuttle and... Emergency extraction now!
They're spinning up the shuttle. ETA is 3, maybe 4 minutes.
We don't have that long. Deep breath.
Initiating transfer.
Yeah, I know it's probably really annoying to see the click all the time, but just be honest, one, it is so boring listening to this conversation. One of the near opportunities I will pick this up. See, I could never tell what this is because it's the brain cells hardening or dying really from the looks of it. He's got. And it's like this, blue, I don't think this is how a biotic is, yeah, and then it's revitalizing, so I don't know if it might be changing it into a more suitable mass to do the profiles and things like that.
It's a seizure. Her brain can't handle the connection. Get her to Sam node. Sam, what's the reading?
Ryder's implant is overloading. I suggest a hardwire connection.
Do it!
There!
Welcome back.
What happened?
You were clinically dead for 22 seconds.
Did the rest of the team make it?
Hey, you're still with us. Guys, get to Sam node. Ryder's awake. Who are you talking to?
Sam.
I didn't hear him.
You're up. Look here. And here.
My father. Where?
It was your life or his, and he chose you. I'm so sorry. I know this must be a blow.
This can't be happening.
I can't believe he's gone. 1 minute, everything was fine, and then...
I know he could be distant, but he once said that when his time came, he wanted to go out among stars no one had seen before.
What are we doing in Sam node?
Sam is now part of you, in a way we don't entirely understand. It played havoc with your brain.
Sam?
Your father authorized the transfer of Pathfinder authority to you.
Shouldn't that be Cora?
In theory. In reality, you're the new Pathfinder.
If there's no other choice, are you kidding me?
You can't be serious.
What's the matter? I think you're up for it.
You saw my dad in action. It takes years to become a Pathfinder.
You'll learn as you go. Besides, you won't be doing this alone.
It's all academic anyway. Sam's linked to your mind on a deeper level now. Trying to untangle it could kill you. I know this is tough, but We need to start thinking about the next step. A lot of people are counting on us.
Is the Ark still drifting?
That's the thing. Whatever your dad did with that tower, it saved the day. Some sort of atmosphere scrubber.
The energy cloud thinned out. We're on our way to the rally point now. Should be at the Nexus soon. She needs to rest first. She has 2 hours. We'll need our Pathfinder for this.
Oh, I checked on your brother. Still no change. But if you can pull through, so can he. A bit of your dad in both of you.
Your father will be missed.
What's going on, Sam?
This is our private channel. I shared it with him.
Why'd you pick me?
Why did he do it? Why me?
Unknown, but he never acted without reason. Alec wouldn't want us to lose sight of the goal. He said pain emboldens our resolve. He'd insist we grow stronger from his passing.
Introducing the big baddie. I didn't really like this introduction, to tell you the truth. I think we should have got one of the Archons left or right hand. And then introduce the Archon. I mean, I get he's obsessed with Kef, and he isn't the highest, by the way. He is in a link. He's head of this cluster, but he still responds to the people. There's like an empire. So yeah, they'll look for Alec because he's the one who did it, but it's you they're not looking for.
Ryder, good to see you on your feet. We're at the Nexus. It's the forward hub for the entire Andromeda Initiative. The Asari, Solarian, and Turian arcs should be there too.
Let's hope they've had better luck.
Starting our approach now.
It's almost as big as the Citadel back home.
Nexus Control, this is Arc Hyperion requesting docking clearance. Captain, I'm only getting their automated approach channel, not a live person.
Well, like it or not, we're here. Take us in.
Construction should have been finished by now.
Could be worse.
How? Habitat 7's a bust. We might have started a war with the first aliens we met, and our Pathfinder's dead. This better be rock bottom.
Green across the board. Docking initiated.
All right. I got us here. Good luck, Pathfinder.
So this is Oh, BioWare, fix this glitch. Seriously. You've had the game up for how long now?
You gonna be okay, Ryder? Captain just called me Pathfinder. This is really happening.
Just take a deep breath.
I still can't believe Dad's dead. This should have been his moment.
But now it's yours. You just need to decide what you're gonna do with it.
Where do I start? I'm just not sure I'm ready.
We weren't ready to fall out of the sky on habit.
I know there's a lot of dialogue here, but I get why there's an alarm clock, but there should be a response to cancel the alarm clock.
It'll be nice to see some friendly faces this time.
The Nexus runs a support crew, just enough to finish building the station and provide safe harbor for the Arks.
It means we can start waking our people up.
They built a bar, right? Gotta have champagne for the welcome party.
You're expecting one.
After what we've been through, I could use a buzz.
We all could.
Yeah. Rough ride so far.
We'll bounce back. Real food and a shower are just ahead. Here we are.
Yep, here we are. This is.
I don't see any champagne.
Where is everybody?
Welcome to the Nexus, gateway to Andromeda. I'm Avina, a virtual intelligence designed to assist you with immigration.
Can you tell us where the welcome party is hiding?
I'm sorry. My code is limited to information and simple interaction simulations. Please select from the following pre-programmed responses.
Where do colonists live?
Once you've cleared immigration, our helpful staff will assist you in choosing the home world of your dreams. Will it be the tropical paradise of Habitat 7, the gentle rolling hills of Habitat 3, or perhaps the mysterious twilight world of Habitat 5? Whichever you choose, rest assured our Pathfinders have carefully vetted all colony worlds to ensure your security and prosperity.
Oh boy.
Habitat 7? That's where we landed. She's way out of date.
Current year.
What year is it?
The current year is 2819. After spending over 600 years in stasis, it's normal to feel disoriented or confused upon arrival. Our helpful medical staff can assist with any physical or psychological after effects you may be experiencing.
There is actually a psychological. That's another question that never gets answered.
So where is everyone?
People are going psychotic, which is why there's
How does the immigration
a lot of
process
different
work?
stuff that doesn't seem right.
Submit to a brief medical exam to ensure your health and well-being after making such a long journey. Once you've been cleared, our colonization experts will assist you in finding your new home. Please be mindful of the queue. Thousands of eager colonists like you are waiting to begin their new life in Andromeda.
Where? Place is deserted.
And then Andromeda Galaxy.
What can you tell me about the
So
Andromeda
facing the
Galaxy?
boss.
Here in Andromeda, you are over 2 million light-years away from the Milky Way galaxy. This is the furthest any life form has ever traveled outside our home system, making you a brave pioneer indeed. The Nexus itself is located in a region known as the Helios Cluster. Here, you and thousands of your fellow colonists will fulfill your dreams of settling a new home. Fortune awaits.
So the American Civil. Oh, come on.
Here in Andromeda, Here, you and thousands of your fellow colonists will fulfill your dreams of settling a new home. Fortune awaits.
What is the Nexus?
The Nexus serves as the central hub for the Andromeda Initiative's colonization efforts. It is the first destination for all colonists upon their arrival in the new galaxy. Please enjoy the many venues the Nexus has to offer. As the station expands, it will one day serve as the seat of government for Milky Way colonists. Providing a safe, stable, and prosperous environment is our primary goal.
Not from the looks of it.
Log off.
That's all.
It has been my pleasure. Please see one of our helpful immigration staff for further assistance. And welcome to your new home in Andromeda, where the brightest star is you. Current wait time for immigration processing is unknown error.
Right. That was helpful.
Plants are still alive.
It's like they didn't finish building it.
There's a guy. Maybe he's got champagne.
Hi there. We're from Ark Hyperion, and wondering where everybody went.
Did he hear you?
Did you say an Ark?
This is the Nexus, right? Pretty sure we parked in the right place.
And for what it's worth, your VI over there could use an update.
Of course, I'm sorry. It's just, we thought you were all dead.
What?
Or captured, or lost in dark space, or... But you're here. You have no idea how much this means.
I don't believe it.
Turians. They're the guys that humans first met in this universe.
Kieran Candros. I lead our militia on the Nexus.
I'm Ryder. This is Cora Harper and Liam Costa, part of the Pathfinder team.
I'm sorry for the confusion. Our sensors told us an Ark had arrived, but Helios is notorious for scrambling equipment. We thought you were just another malfunction.
Well, I've got a shipload of people that says we're here.
Of course, it's just... you're the first Ark we've seen. After a year of waiting and no sign of the others, we shuttered this area and stopped looking.
You've been stranded for a whole year?
Longer. I'll fill you in on the way to Op Center. Everything that could go wrong with our plan has.
Sorry, I've been talking.
14 months ago. Right away, we hit a band of dark energy that knocked us off course.
We're familiar with it.
Then you'll know why we call it the Scourge. We lost whole sections of the station. A lot of people died. No power, no food. The chaos went on for months. It finally led to armed rebellion. When order was restored, the insurgents were banished. Exiles, we call them.
Are things back to normal?
Not even close. But you're here now, so maybe the worst is over.
No word from the other path?
We're here.
You guys go ahead. I'll check out the security situation.
You should know our command structure has been fractured. Some of us are filling in for leaders who died.
Is it true?
They said drop everything and report for duty.
And no one was expecting an Ark to finally show up.
Docking procedures are green across the board.
Stand by to merge Hyperion power into the grid.
She looks a lot like my character, so which is weird.
The crew of the Hyperion.
Good luck.
I'm Jaren Tan, director of the initiative. You have no idea how much your arrival means to us.
Not as much as it means to us. We had one hell of a time getting here. Nice to see some friendly faces.
Hungry faces. Any supplies you can spare would be appreciated.
This is Foster Addison. She oversees colonial affairs. Where's the Pathfinder?
You're looking at her.
You're not Alec Ryder.
My father's dead. He made me his successor.
Alec is dead. Please understand, the entire initiative is at risk. None of the Golden Worlds panned out. They're a bust, and there's been no word from the other arcs.
What happened to them?
Unknown. Our supplies are nearly depleted. Rationing bought us some time, but even that's running out.
We need to find more resources, but that takes people, and we can't wake them up.
Until they have somewhere to live. A golden world.
Now more than ever, we need a Pathfinder.
It now falls to you, Ryder. Are you up to the task?
Boop.
I'm ready to step up and do what needs to be done. I can handle it.
Youthful enthusiasm will only get you so far in Andromeda.
That's no way to treat a guest. I'm Nakmor Kesh, superintendent of this station. Hope they haven't scared you off already.
It's nothing personal, but now isn't the time for on-the-job training.
At least the Pathfinder here seems willing to try. We could use a fresh perspective.
You've heard my concerns. I'll leave you to it.
We're all feeling the pressure. Let's have a private word in my office, Ryder. We'll discuss giving you a scout ship. I'm happy to work out the details with your associate.
Welcome to the Nexus.
Thank you for standing up for me there.
Hope's in short supply here. What little we can find should have a chance to
Ma'am, the
grow.
Hyperion's core is now online.
Let me show you something. An hour ago, that was all dark. But with the power from your ship, you're keeping the lights on. You have my vote.
I didn't actually intend to give her piercing green eyes.
Talk to Director Tan. Make sure that doesn't happen. And don't be shy. Come see me when you have a chance.
So yeah, what I'll do instead. Yes, this is like Nexus, yada yada yada, and then additional tasks, getting to know the Nexus, then completed missions, planet side, and prologue Hyperion. This is what always with this. Once you get past a certain level, this is just permanent, and oh yeah, it's just permanent. Cryo Beam I did just for an ability. Tactical Cloak, Flamethrower. I know a lot of people love the Flamethrower. Not a big fan, especially with Incinerate, which does the exact same thing in my opinion. Energy Drain, I'm not sure. It restores shields when you hit someone with shields. So yeah, some of these I need to get. Biotics. Offensive biotics is something I need to get as well. And combat is assault rifles. Combat tool, this is more just combat power, the actual powers themselves, which I'm not, as you can see, not too fussed about because I only have one, and that's barrier. And that's because I completely forgot that I have oh, I don't have anything. Don't have it. This is speak with.
This is the planet where we landed. Habitat 7. It wasn't even close to livable.
That's been true of every world we've found. Ryder, we were discussing your next expedition.
Good. I was starting to wonder who was in charge around here.
Director Addison is entitled to her opinion, and mine overrules ours.
Does she know that?
I oversee the entire initiative, and I have decided to give you a chance to prove yourself. To that end, the Scourge dealt us a serious blow. Whatever it is, our scientists theorize it's not natural.
An artificial energy cloud?
It wasn't here when we left the Milky Way, yet it rendered all the Golden Worlds
Hold on a second.
unlivable.
Yeah.
Then there's the aliens you ran into, the Ket. They're obsessed with alien structures we found scattered around the cluster. They'll do anything to prevent others from accessing them. It seems murder isn't exclusive to the Milky Way. And now the challenge.
So I'm not quite old enough
world
to live by
in spite of
myself.
all that.
I'm still quite
This
young.
one here.
Ish.
Eos.
How?
You need to increase the viability of the planet so we can establish an outpost. Then we can bring more colonists out of stasis. The more colonists we have, the more resources we can gather to support the Nexus. Everything depends on it. There are 6 worlds we hope to settle.
Okay, but you said every planet you found is unlivable, so how do I...
A good Pathfinder would relish the challenge of solving it.
Right. I think I should go...
Basically, that's him. who I despise. I hate a lot of Solarians.
Placing bets on people is part of my job. Some of them pay off. Others...
Don't play games with me. I don't like him.
You need me. If I pull this off, maybe you'll look like the leader you pretend to be.
But first, you have to succeed at being the Pathfinder you pretend to be.
I hate Solarians because of their opinion on Krogan, which is like pretty much just always hate and anger. They're aggressive, sure, but
and when you have a
they live for a long ass time. So
something wrong?
They live for a long ass time, so.
KC and Sam node on the Hyperion, but Implant needs attention, and we need to discuss.
Yeah, so they live for a long time, so they do learn from their mistakes on a social level as well.
Fine.
Because a lot of them are like, some of them are really old, like, basically the guy you meet here, he's old. So this is, yep.
Hey, you okay?
I'm fine. My arms got the brunt of it.
Stuff exploding like this happen often?
Back right after the mutiny, we had a lot of this happening. But not lately.
I wasn't there during the mutiny.
Lucky. I thought we were done with this, honestly. That maybe I was just being paranoid.
Is it paranoia? Why paranoia?
You know what they say. It's not paranoia.
If someone is out to get you, yeah. Third time this week. It's getting worse. First one was small stuff. This one could have hurt bad if I'd been closer.
That's not good. Sorry. Understatement.
Yeah. And now I have more repairs.
Is that stop?
Whoever's doing this has to be stopped before someone gets seriously hurt.
That's what I'm trying to do. But I'm an engineer, not a PI. I've scanned all the potential sabotage areas I can think of. But I don't know who to trust anymore.
Sounds like a lot went down before the Hyperion docked.
Yeah, I guess. Wait. That's it. You can't possibly be involved in this. You weren't even here during the mutiny. Would you, if you have time? Maybe you could help me. If they start hitting critical systems.
Yeah, start hitting critical systems.
Sure thing. What can I do?
If you could scan these other panels while I fix this one, that'd really help. I've sent the locations to your Omni tool. Just send me the data when you're done.
So what I'm gonna do, just so yeah, this is like, oh hey, do this prior to your additional text Genton. We'll do Genton on Nexus first. The reason I'm doing this is because when I played through originally, a lot of this stuff piled up on me. So
you may have a less than flattering view of me, but I want to express my condolences for your father.
I appreciate it.
I didn't know him very well, although I understand he played a key role in planning the initiative. I'm sure he'd be concerned that we still have several arcs missing.
I will find them.
As the human arc, we'll find them.
We have to. Tens of thousands of colonists are unaccounted for. It paints the initiative in an unflattering light. Did you have some other business?
So let's just do all this talking and stuff.
On the missing arcs?
No, and that is the distressing part. The Asari, Turian, and Solarian arcs are completely unaccounted for. If they're the same
no offense, I didn't like him so much. I
fear the worst.
I actually thought he knew, and he was working with a cat at one point, and then he kind of like just discarded that after a while.
Can never be fulfilled.
Then yeah, additional arcs. Other questions. Oh no, if I go missing arcs, do additional arcs.
Please investigate. Without the other arcs, the promise of the initiative can never be fulfilled.
Are there any other arcs we should expect?
We had hoped Quarians would be part of the first wave, but before departure in 2185, we got word they had technical problems with their ship.
This is why they're one of my favorites.
Drell, Hanar, and other species as well.
They basically went.
Their biological needs caused
well,
complications.
You know what? We'll
See
be
them
everyone
for
else.
Some time to come.
We won't
What
see
do I
them.
need to consider in making a planet viable?
We won't see them at
Assuming
all.
the planet supports life, an outpost is critical. People like a roof over their heads, and you'll want to eliminate any hostile threats. Whether that's the cat or other birds lurking in Helios, colonists being murdered on sight can be discouraging. Also, scouting and mapping terrain is a priority for any planet. And don't forget forward stations. You'll want those.
Yes, forward stations.
What can you tell me about forward stations?
I was afraid you'd ask. It's mostly what the engineers tell me. A forward station allows mining, equipment repairs, and resupply for field teams. I mean, who wouldn't want that? But seeing as how every colonization effort has failed, it's just theory at the moment. You get to test it out, Ryder.
Sounds like the Nexus has had a rough time of it.
Publicly, I would say we're more than up for the challenge. Privately, I can tell you, it's been a disaster. The Scourge killed hundreds, many of them our senior leadership. Even the founder of the initiative, Jean Garson, is dead.
Yeah, we find later that someone actually killed her.
How did Jean Garson die?
With the rest of the leadership, when the Nexus hit the Scourge, a large wing of stasis pods was destroyed. They were killed instantly. These people traveled 600 years and died before they even woke up. Jean Garson never glimpsed Helios. She never saw her vision realized.
Kandros mentioned something about hitting the Scourge. How did it play out?
Criminal elements took advantage of the emergency and preyed on people's fears. An uprising followed. We had no choice but to turn to the Krogan to deal with them. They crushed the mutiny and the criminals were banished. Exiles, we call them. I doubt we've heard the last of them. They're led by an outlaw, Sloane Kelly. She used to be one of ours.
So, Sloane Kelly.
Who is this Sloane Kelly?
She was head of security on the Nexus. She opposed the uprising at first, but eventually turned traitor and joined them. Misguided sympathy for the plight of the common citizen? Nonsense. They posed a direct threat to our existence.
There don't seem to be many Krogan around.
Good riddance. The Krogan demanded a greater say in political matters. The last place you want them involved. They're muscle, nothing more. Good for fighting and lifting heavy objects. When they didn't get what they wanted, they left.
Why don't you like the Krogan?
It's common knowledge that they are a violent, ignorant species. Long ago, they waged nuclear war on one another. Their planet was decimated.
Which was your race's fault?
My people tried to uplift them, but the Krogan could never tame their worst instincts.
Except they have.
What if they bring their tempers to Andromeda? We'll all be dead.
What more can you tell me about the initiative?
It represents the greatest migration ever attempted. No one had ventured beyond the Milky Way before. We've all left home in search of freedom, fortune, perhaps a new beginning. We are the bravest souls each species has to offer. I hope the Nexus will serve as the seat of government for us all.
What do you know about the early days of the initiative?
As most everyone knows, Jean Garson's vision made it happen. She was an entrepreneur on Earth. Wealthy. Young for a human. Garson had the idea for the initiative in the early 2170s, I believe. Many thought leaving the Milky Way was impossible. But she persevered. And as with most great ideas, the doubters were wrong.
Why do you think most people came?
There are thousands of reasons. One for every colonist here. What does any pilgrim seek? Usually, happiness. Finding the thing that eludes them. The thing to fulfill them. While we cannot promise they will find it, we can facilitate the search.
It looks like a melting pot around here.
The Nexus is home to several initiative species. Many came ahead of the Arks. The hope is that this station will one day serve as the governing body in Andromeda. Though I'm not sure what they were thinking, lumping Krogan into the mix. As a Solarian, my kind tend to have a low opinion of them. Nothing I've seen here has changed that.
Yeah, I have a dislike for the Solarians. Like, a bad dislike to them.
As director of the initiative, are you in charge around here, or what?
If the others would allow me, they don't see me as the rightful successor.
So how does anything get done?
In theory, Kesh handles the Nexus's physical operations, Kandros runs the militia, and Addison manages colonial affairs. I oversee all of it. In practice, we argue, debate, and yell at each other until a decision is made. If we're lucky. It is maddening.
Okay, so...
What's wrong with you?
I am not Gian Garson. Our founder was charismatic, eccentric, larger than life. Traits I cannot hope to mimic. She and her inner circle perished in the Scourge, some at the hands of the Exiles, some never made it out of stasis. I was deputy assistant for revenue management. Then all 7 leaders above me died. I was next in line for the role.
So, you're an accountant?
Don't let that fool you. We are all capable of more than we know. When I was young, I was fascinated by the idea of exploring space. Life had its detours, and I went a different direction. Then I heard about the initiative, and saw my chance to try the path not taken. While I may not be setting foot on New Worlds, my authority can ensure that you do.
Right. Sorry. That's all. Thanks for your time.
Of course, as you pointed out, we need each other. Our futures depend on each other's success.
Yeah, so... I'm sorry about all the clicking, I'm just trying to get past this boss on the clicker game. There we go. Sorry. It's almost 2 hours. This is a long introduction to the game.
There you are. Hope the others haven't been giving you a hard time. There's a lot that needs doing. At least with the Hyperion hooked up and feeding us power, my team and I can get more work done.
So this is... What
I noticed there aren't a lot of Krogan around.
Tan, ask him why most of my people left. He'll have opinions. I can tell you this much. When the mutiny happened, a deal was made. My clan were supposed to settle matters and, in return, get more say in the initiative.
Did the deal go through?
The clan held up their part, but Tan had a meltdown when he found out we wanted more say around here. Then Addison's assistant, Spender, pretended he never made the deal in the first place. It was a mess, but I don't blame my people for walking out. We're done being used.
So, why are you still here?
With your clan gone, why did you stay?
It's complicated. The station and my clan both need me here.
Other questions? Nexus problems.
What sort of problems have you seen on the Nexus?
Situation's gone to shit pretty much sums it up. There's arcs missing. Some idiots tried to mutiny and take over, then more idiots offended my clan, so they left. And to top it all off, the founder of the initiative, Gian Garson, was killed.
What happened to Gian Garson?
Killed in the Scourge disaster. Her and a bunch of the other leaders. Tan might know more.
And I thought the Hyperion had it bad when we arrived. Anything else?
The outposts aren't happening because we don't have resources or people, so Addison's more uptight than ever. And let's not forget how badly the station was damaged on arrival. But that's a detail, according to some. My team and I are repairing what we can. If we don't get materials soon, things will go
downhill fast. So yeah, so...
When we left the Milky Way, the Krogan were still dealing with the genophage.
Right. The genophage. A little gift to our people from the Solarians thousands of years ago. That sterility virus they infected us with left most of our children stillborn. Only 1 in 1,000 survive.
No wonder your people have such a problem with Solarians.
Some wounds never heal. Not that my ancestors didn't provoke it. They did try to conquer the galaxy. The Solarians were forced to respond.
I'm not going to say the Krogan are the best
It's not fair
species,
to blame
but
it
they
all on
are.
them either. The Solarians developed the virus, but it was the Turians who deployed it. I'm hoping that's all in the past. Plenty of blame to go around, but Andromeda is about new beginnings. My people need that more than most.
What about the Krogan here in Andromeda?
There's no cure for it. But my clan was starting to show mutation against the virus. A natural defense. During the trip to get here, Krogan underwent gene therapies to enhance the mutation while we were in stasis.
So you used those 600 years to your advantage. Gave the adaptation more time to develop.
Yeah. Still early, but I think we made a dent. Our scientists say we've improved viability to almost 4%, which is a lot better than what we had. Beyond all the statistics,
1 in 1,000 would be 0.0 something percent. So now it's 1 in every 25 stillborn. No. So 5 out of every 100, 2 out of every 50, 1 out of every 25. Yeah, 1 out of every 25, 1 out of 5. If you do on 4%, your job.
What kind of work do you do as superintendent?
I was part of the team that originally designed and built this place. I keep the station functional, or as functional as possible, considering.
Yes, I'm done
Nothing
here.
more for now.
Good luck out there.
This is a nightmare. It's not right. It's not fair.
What's wrong?
Oh my, So it's true. A Pathfinder has found us. There's hope at last. Maybe you could help. You're impartial. This whole thing has gotten so political. My husband, he's locked up and slated for exile for a crime he didn't commit.
I know what the crime
Exile,
is, and...
Guess it wasn't for having a hand in the cookie jar.
They say it's murder. They're calling him the first murderer in Andromeda, but the dead man was his friend. He wouldn't have. There are witnesses and evidence, but it's all circumstantial. At worst, it was an accident. His name is Nilken Rensis. He could give you the details if you were willing to speak with him. Please.
I'd be happy to.
Oh, thank you. I'm sure the jailer will allow you a visit. Please, tell Nilken I love him.
See, what I end up doing is pretty vicious.
I know that look. The others bent your ear, did they?
Something like that?
You get used to it. Just focus on being a Pathfinder. Can't argue with results, though they'll try. Anyway, welcome to Militia HQ. Excuse the mess. This office fields militia work, Nexus security.
Yeah, like I like this goes like
looking for the Turian Ark.
super wide.
What's the word on the Turian Ark?
Scattered readings. Some indicate that Natanus was destroyed, others that people are alive. Who knows? If you need anything, come see me, even if it's just a vent.
Yes, this is just a whole.
What do you know about the enemies we've encountered? The Ket.
We usually see them on worlds with those alien structures. The Ket don't take kindly to anyone studying them. Not sure why. They don't talk to us. Every time we cross paths, there's a fight or they take prisoners.
Why? What do they want?
No one knows. But I've seen their weaponry and what they do to those prisoners. I want them a long, long way from the Nexus.
What brought you out here to Andromeda?
I was tired of being the good one.
The good one?
The Kandros family is old military. There were expectations, you know. Then my sister became a sculptor and cousin Irene went pirate on Omega. Everyone was proud that I stayed in service. But I kept wondering, when do I get my adventure? Jen Garson's dream was so grand, so gutsy, I had to be part of it.
You talk like you weren't part of the leadership. How did you end up commanding the militia?
I was escorting a prospecting team on some moon when those Ket found us. They penned us like cattle for experiments. I managed to get loose, snatched a gun, and freed the others. By the time we killed the bastards and headed back to war in the Nexus, everyone looked at me like I was in charge.
sounds familiar.
The militia grew from there. Funny, once the heat is on, all kinds of people rise to the top.
I'm not clicking on
Are
this
the other
phone for a
Turians
list.
managing okay?
So-so. We're not good at sitting around in a crisis. Service before self gets drummed into us at boot camp. That's probably why so many of us are in the militia. We like to earn our citizenship, whatever galaxy we're in. But it's hard to focus with our arc missing.
I don't like how
It's rough out
Tony's
there.
off
I might need backup
super
if you can spare the
militant.
people.
Along
I
with
have strike
Krogan,
teams
these are pretty much
specializing in assault and
the brunt
extraction.
guys,
If you need serious
brute force
firepower,
guys,
my
the
Apex teams have you covered. In
universe.
fact, I could give you authority to dispatch them. It'll cut down their response time.
Thank you.
Our current ops are on the terminal. See if there's anything that could use a shot where it counts.
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
So yeah, this is just...
This console reports on the militia's current strike
No.
team missions, Pathfinder.
You...
Please speak with Tyrion Kandros for authorization to participate.
Oh, hold on.
That's the console for our strike teams.
What are they?
Assault and extraction squads. When we need the best, I have Apex. Combat experts who've signed up to defend us. Since you have a front row view of the cluster, I can give you authority to dispatch them.
You're trusting them to
I'll
me?
deploy your people carefully, Kandros.
Appreciate that, Ryder. But trust me, Apex can handle themselves. Authorization complete. Good luck out there.
So now... Loading. So yeah, as you can tell, I have actually played this game a little bit. No, it should be, oh yeah, it's gonna be like, oh, look at all these. Claim all. So let's go to the gold, which I have. Send a strike team. 33. Yeah, so. Still nowhere near what they need to be. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm 10 away from making another team.
But the planet was toxic. What if they store oxygen in porous tissue? Like... You must be the Pathfinder. Wonderful. You and your Sam are exactly what we need.
Thanks, Mr...
Professor Herrick. My colleagues and I will work with your Sam and the data you gather to solve Andromeda's scientific mysteries.
Can I join in?
I'm usually out in the field, but I wouldn't mind talking shop. Or lab. You know.
You are always welcome.
Not that we've had much to study, with everyone cooped up for 14 months.
But your data on the Scourge flows like poetry. Now we can better advise on repairing the damage it caused.
And maybe Addison will give us a real workspace. Who can think with all this racket?
So that's that, and then... yeah, speak to Addison. Addison, I didn't like to begin with, but I did grow to like her a lot. Yeah, so we just passed a 2-hour mark. If anyone's watched for this long on the YouTube after
All
it's
right,
gone up,
what
that would be
happened?
great.
To who?
To whom? And your goddamn father. Sorry, my face is tired from dealing with everything. And right now, I just want to know what happened with Alec.
He wanted me to be Pathfinder. One matter, he's gone. He wanted me.
In the moment, it saved my life. But it seems my father meant for me to get the role, eventually.
It isn't hereditary. If we wanted an inbred monarchy, we could have left half our gene stock back home. Not home. The Milky Way. This is home. This mess. We don't have a lot of options, Ryder. Maybe you'll prove your father right. After 14 months of failed colonization, forgive me if I don't hold my breath.
There's also this strange technology. Has anyone studied that?
We've tried. Not me. The brains in research. They're supposed to know their business. The current excuse? The tech we dug up on Mars was more advanced, but it was plug and go. The tech here thinks different? I don't know. We've mostly avoided it. And from what the Hyperion logs say about Alec, maybe that's good.
How do you fit into the Nexus leadership?
I oversee the actual settlement effort. As the number of outposts is currently less than ideal, my influence is limited. As Tan is quick to remind me. Left a perfectly adequate career as a chief officer. Provincial capital, too. Only a new galaxy could pull me away. And here we are, idling.
You called my father Alec. No one does that.
A lot of us joined the initiative because of his vision. What he shared of it, anyway.
Were you friends, or...?
I'm not your new mother, if that's what you're asking. Or his friend. He hated that I didn't use his title. But no one's a Pathfinder until they've path-found something. Much like a colonial director without colonies.
There must be some kind of plan for encountering hostile aliens. We can't have been that naive.
We expected life, not an enemy that refuses to talk. They don't attack, they disinfect. We're nothing until we're bacteria. Sorry, 14 months and you stoop to poetry. That's how bad it is. Talk to Kandros if you haven't. He's unfortunately become the head of our military. And as soon as he realizes it, we're in the shit.
You don't trust him?
I trust him to defend us. I do not trust a rising military influence in a supposedly civilian initiative. We came here to make history, Ryder, not repeat it. Ugh, goddamn poetry.
You've had no colony successes in over a year? How many tries is that?
Less than you'd think. The Scourge, spoiled worlds, exiles, hostiles. We can't just plop down an outpost and expect picket fences. We need the Pathfinder and Sam to scout, evaluate, and inspire. The initiative promised a goal. Andromeda has not cooperated.
And if it had?
Beautiful utopian horseshit. Colonies that produce and support each other. The Nexus of
Sorry, I
Citadel,
know, so I won't click
not
on
headed by Tan,
super
or
bored.
even me.
I'll be going. 'Cause that's that
Excuse
one
me,
done.
Director Addison.
Ryder?
It's Pathfinder.
Ryder, we're starving here. If we don't get a foundation of outposts to feed the initiative, we might as well be 600 years dead. Alec promised a lot. None of it panned out. That's what you're up against. Why people won't trust you. Why I don't trust you. Prove me wrong.
Well, I'm being such an arsehole. Yeah, I know. I said I'd quit, but just doing this would be a hell of a lot easier. So speak to the prison guard. Afro Circus.
Help you?
Pathfinder Ryder, here to see Nilken Rensis.
Ah, our murderer. Wife's here all the time. Guess she told you her sob story. Nilken, you're moving up in the world. There's a Pathfinder wanted to chat with you.
The Pathfinder, huh? They called in the big guns to exile Andromeda's first murderer.
Wife says you're innocent.
Your wife's all broken up over this. She says you didn't do it, and that she loves you.
She's a wonderful person. At
So
this point, it's too late. They found me guilty.
Why don't you tell me what happened?
I was part of the futile effort to set up a colony on Eos. We were on our last legs, overrun by hostiles, our leader dead. The security chief, Reynolds, my friend, he refused to call for evacuation. I argued with him. Everyone saw.
Last I checked, getting into a spat wasn't against the law.
There's more. He ordered us to regroup and counterattack. We were moving through a sandstorm. I saw movement, thought it was the Ket, and I guess I panicked and fired. A witness saw the chief's chest explode.
That is horrifying.
I'm so sorry. That's awful.
We were close. He was a stubborn son of a... I admired that about him. But I was enraged when we argued. There's a recording. It's ugly. Everyone's certain I did it on purpose so we could evacuate. Only my word otherwise.
Don't give up.
Don't throw in the towel yet. I'll review the evidence. Maybe I can find something that'll help.
That would be great. You're a Pathfinder. I'm sure Kandros would give you access. Maybe there's still hope.
No news on the Turian Ark yet? Or is this militia business?
Not the case.
I spoke with Nilken Rensis, the man found guilty of the murder on Eos.
Yes, our first murder here in Andromeda. I wish it had been our last. When the colony attempts failed, it didn't help spirits that a high-ranking officer was killed by one of our own. The mutiny here on Nexus was probably inevitable, but this acted as a spark.
Doesn't seem right to put all that on him.
Of course it isn't, but that's the perception. Despite the lack of physical evidence, everything added up. His only defense was, trust me, I didn't mean to do it.
And you assume he's lying.
What's a lie to a murderer? Look, knock yourself out. A key witness, Cassidy Shaw, works in operations. Go ahead and talk to her. And there's a recording of the perpetrator threatening the victim. I'll let you cue it up on the console there. As far as I'm concerned, this case is closed.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder. The Nexus versus Colonist Nilken, Evidence 7A.
Hiram! Hiram! They've seized the compound! Call for evacuation!
We're not giving up, Nilken. We're taking it back.
No! I'm not letting your ego get us killed! Even if I have to... No! Get him off me! Get him off me!
Yeah, this is... Talk to Cassidy Shaw.
Cassidy Shaw? I'm Ryder. I'm looking into the Nilken murder case.
Oh man, I thought that was over with. Have you heard the audio recording of their fight?
Yes.
I helped pull him off Chief Reynolds. You could see it in his eyes. He was gonna kill him. Then in the sandstorm, I had a pretty clear view of the Chief. He looked right at Nilken and shouted no. Then his chest burst open. I'll never forget it. The look on his face was pure shock.
Okay, did you agree?
Reynolds was leading you back to retake the compound. Did you agree with that?
It wasn't my place to agree or disagree. He was ranking officer. In retrospect, it is ironic. If he hadn't been killed, we all probably would have died.
Did you see any Ket in the vicinity?
Nilken said so, but not that I could see. Still, the sandstorm was severe. Visibility wasn't great.
Did Nilken seem remorseful?
I lost sight of Nilken in the turmoil. When we found him, he seemed in shock. He couldn't speak. He looked nauseated. Could have been killed. The reality of the act sinking in.
Why?
If they'd fought and Nilken threatened to kill him, why was Reynolds surprised?
Fronts fight, say things they don't mean, maybe even hurt each other. But you don't expect your best friend to shoot you. To me, that's the saddest part. The Chief's heart was broken right before it exploded.
Thank you.
I appreciate the information.
Of course. It kills me we had to leave him behind. He deserved a proper funeral.
So the body was never examined? Important piece of a murder investigation.
Tian wouldn't allow a mission to go back for him. Said it was too dangerous.
Speak with Tam.
Something I can help you with?
I'm looking into the Nilken Rensis murder charge.
And?
I want to go to EOS and retrieve Chief Reynolds' body.
That isn't usually Pathfinder business.
First murder in Andromeda, and I'm impartial. Figured you'd want to get it right.
Settling an outpost comes first. But I suppose I have no objections. Physical evidence will only bolster the case.
I'm hoping it proves something else happened.
This case has been a political nightmare. With all we've been through, the people need stability. I hope anything you find reaffirms what's been done, but if it sheds a different light, we'll deal with it. We'll send the coordinates of the murder scene. Good luck.
Goodbye.
That's all. Thanks for your time.
My pleasure. I see great things in our future.
So that's on EOS though. Complete missions, first strike. And then it's actually
Pathfinder, to cover their tracks, the Saboteur is overloading power to this panel from another junction relay. You can scan and trace the connective wiring to locate the surrogate panel.
All personnel, be aware of any suspicious activity. Security is on heightened alert.
Scanning power junction relays. This panel is malfunctioning. Without more data, I cannot determine if this is a normal malfunction or sabotage.
I'll just disable power to the panel until Raj can check it out.
and this one.
You're in the forest? What district?
North. Bradley landing near the green band. Then lost.
Not a fit? Good you got out before screwing out that.
Yes, this one's odd.
Scan and trace the wiring to locate the panel that the Saboteur used.
There it is.
Pathfinder, I received the data from Sam. It really is sabotage.
Any idea as to who it might be?
Yeah. All these panels were worked on by Zara. I just can't believe it.
Security video logs confirm that Zara Kellis worked on these panels, as well as the one Raj Patil encountered.
Well, shit.
Yeah, I know this is kind of invigorating gameplay. No way, I'll get the done to ship soon.
Zara Kellis?
Yes?
I have evidence you've been sabotaging the Nexus.
What? No, I'd never... I've been looking into this myself. I have the scans to prove it. Here. I'll transfer the scans I took to your Omni tool.
Funny. Raj was investigating the same thing. And it led us to you.
My scans point at Raj as the one. So unless someone was setting us both up, I just don't understand.
The data Miss Kellis has accumulated is strangely similar to Mr. Patil's. A third party seems likely.
Looks like someone is using both you and Raj to cover their tracks.
They need pretty high-level access for that. Still, it's better than thinking Raj could have done this. But it means all the data I have is useless. Wish I had access to the security cams. I bet we could find something there.
You stay put, so whoever did this doesn't realize we're onto them. I'll check out the security cams. Raj, you there?
Yes. How did it go? Is it
Hold on a
really
second. Yeah?
Wasn't her. She had
Okay.
proof pointing at you. I figure
What?
someone's been messing with you both. Just keep a low profile and don't talk to anyone.
Well,
I'm on it.
So I'm gonna have to end it here because it has come up to something serious. So let me just save game. And I will see you in the next stream.